Welcome back. So, I've been working quite a bit on the city that you guys have been witnessing the production of. Here's what it is looking like right now. I have finished the full height of the round part of the tree on this tallest one. And I started on the branches. These are only like a little bit of the branches. I noticed that it needs to be way thicker, but I wanted to just get a little bit of a prototype, see the height, and make sure that that's right. I'm realizing that the inner two are going to be the shortest, and these outer four are going to be, or three, are going to be taller. It was originally going to be the opposite, so that it sort of went, like, opened up a little bit, and this was sort of cut off, but I think it's going to work better like this, so that it's more drawing your eyes down this way. So I've done quite a bit of this. It's not finished yet, so I'm not going to put the villagers in there. But I did the roots, and I am really loving the way that this is looking. This flat face I'm not a huge fan of. Maybe I could just, like, that. I don't know on the branch if I like the blue face or not, but you're not going to see it a ton. It's more probably going to be a shadow. I've started to collect some leaves. I'm doing oak leaves, I believe. This was as far as I got with the glass panes. But it's looking really cool from in here. I'm really happy with it. I don't know where this path is going to be, so I wasn't sure where to end. I made a second one. I don't know if you guys have seen the second one. I made this second one, and it's got like a super cool view of this, which is awesome. Like, with the bedrock render distance, this is incredible. This is probably going to end up being a farming one, but they're probably going to end up being like here and here, though it may look unbalanced because I do want to keep a view of this. I may put one here, I'm not sure, but I again want to keep this middle area sort of clear. Okay, so we have slept, and if you'll notice how cool this looks versus how dinky this looks really futuristic, and this looks like some weird broken thing. Like the tree's got a fungus or something. But this looks like part of a city, which is exactly what I wanted. I'm really happy about it. Right now it looks abandoned because it's like halfway done. I have not finished this yet because, well, I have no excuse for why I haven't finished getting everything down to level 64. But why I haven't changed this to grass is because I'm still not sure what I want on the ground. It might not be grass. Might be something else. I also don't know what I'm going to do about this village. I'm going to tear it down if I'm going to make it look abandoned. What I'm going to do. I'm really excited to see. I think that this tree is going to end up being really, really tall so that you may be able to see over that thing, which would be really cool. This one's probably going to be pretty tall, too. Still don't know if I'm going to put something on that, leave it as it is. I was thinking about a hanging heart, but again, that's already been done and very much more directly. It was done in Mumbo Jumbo's Season 7 Hermitcraft base. He's got a heart hanging down from the middle of his. That's actually redstoneifying and stuff. But I don't know, this circle seems like there needs to be something in here or on the other side. I'm not sure. I should probably start getting rid of these trees and working on terraforming so that we can see what the actual view is going to look like. I'm not sure of a lot of things. It's going to depend a lot more on when the trees are finished, but it just takes so long to harvest. Although I suppose in the grand scheme of Minecraft, it's not horrible, but it is more annoying than just chopping down trees. Which brings me on to my next idea, which is to make a shop. We were talking about, hey, nobody's made a shop. yet. And as you can see, there's nothing in the shopping district other than my broken portal, which I still need to fix. I went to go fix it and then realized that I didn't have anything that I needed. I hadn't even figured out what the cords were, didn't have any obsidian. So I'm gonna do that in a little bit so that it'll make me making my shop a lot easier. But my shop idea is, I don't know why, but the words weary traveler or weary wanderer keep going into my head. I don't know why I'm doing like same first letter like freaky fishin' is in the other realm, which I still haven't built yet. Hopefully we can get this one fixed properly and we can get to the shopping district very well, and then everybody can use that portal, and then we'll have a path from our portal to that one. And we can make it look super awesome. I'm thinking probably just stone brick for now. I was also thinking of kind of making it look overgrown, which is an interesting idea that comes to mind with mystical, is like sort of like those pictures of nature reclaiming things. I have no idea what I want the shop to look like. We're probably going to cut to me in a creative testing world being like, hey, this was what I came up with. But as of this point, I have no idea. So I'm going to work on fixing the nether portal and building this up a little bit more. And I'll see you guys when the nether portal's fixed. Bye, guys. Hello, world. Here we are in my creative testing world. There's a couple of old builds. But here we are with a nether hub idea, rather than the shop that I was hoping to have done by now. This is sort of vaguely what the design is. I was thinking of doing something like this. So it's got like this checkered pattern, and then it's got this cut out, and then it goes into this in sort of a square thing. But this sort of flat face looks much better. Not with this, though. See, I was thinking that there would be something, these would be holding something up, and this would be sort of a cutout, but it doesn't really work when the floor is here, and not when it's, like, one block above. So it would work if it was, like, this, and then you could have this here. That would look okay, but not so much when it's just against the floor. So I know that I want to use the nether brick because I think that's a really clever idea. It's a nether block, and we're gonna get so much netherrack from mining all of this that it just makes sense. This is black concrete, by the way. I only made this little area. So I don't know what I want to put here because I kind of want to do one of the nether blocks, but this looks horrible. I want something bright but also spooky. I don't know if everybody's going to approve of it. You can still sort of see the blue original design here, which looks really cool. I don't know. I don't think I like that. I'm not sure what I want to use, because I just keep going and all I find is crimson and warped forests. I haven't found the other biomes. I would do quartz, but it's super expensive. Something that I could do, though, I just thought of it, is... See, I don't know, that looks very industrial and really cool, and I love it, but I don't know how everybody else is gonna feel. I could just make the pillars, and then we can figure out what we want, and I can always take the pillars down, because I like using nether brick and I can use it in other things. But I sort of like this design. This obviously wouldn't be there. This is just to break it up in the middle, because I couldn't decide which one, but I think I'm just gonna have one cool looking design with these awesome looking pillars. I don't know, I'm not hugely, like, I both love the pillars and I hate them. So, I don't know, we can work on that and see where it goes. Hopefully next time I talk to you guys it'll be with a shop design. Probably not, though. Bye, guys. Hello, world. So we are in the nether tunnel right now. It's not very long. You can see the end of it there, and there's about 20 blocks that way. And then you come this way. And this is literally all it is. This is the start of the nether hub. I have some ideas, as I showed you guys. I don't know, I forgot to screenshot and send it to everybody else, because nobody really seems to have ideas, but I'm not incredibly in love with it. I don't know, I might ask everybody if there's a palette that they have in mind, because I think most of the palette is what I don't like. But let's go through and see what I've been working on, which is our shop. It's not quite done yet. Here it is. It is a floating ship with a balloon attached to it. Slightly inspired, I'm realizing it looks like Grian's remake of the end ships that are in the end cities that have the elytras in them. Because I was thinking of how to describe this and I realized that it was pill-shaped, which is exactly what Grian said in his video. So I suppose that is where the inspiration came from. I was more originally thinking of, I think it's Rendog's Hermitcraft Season 7 shop. I think it's his log shop. I think that's what the airship is. I don't know, there's an airship somewhere that's a bit similar to this, and I really like it. So there's an airship in Hermit Town. I think that's what they're calling the shopping district now. And it was really cool, and I wanted to try out a design. I didn't, like, look it up and then directly go off of that. I was just like, okay, so somebody made something like that, and I want to make that. I'm going to try making it. It's almost done. I'm really happy with it. I built it in creative first because it's kind of a hard build, and I was originally just testing, being like, do I really want to do this? And I did. I ended up really loving the design. And I'm building with white because I've had so many issues with finding sheep. And also I did not know what color I would want it. But we're going to take a look at it from the side. Here's what it looks like. It will look better when there's more fence on there that attaches the balloon to the boat. Realizing that there's a couple of things that I don't like. This doesn't quite come out enough. This should come out a couple more blocks. Not specifically this crust, but just this overall. But I don't know. I don't absolutely hate it. I like these on there. And if you put it out, it looks like wings, which is great. That's what aerodynamics look like. And if you go down here, this is the secret compartment, because if you... Oh my goodness. I have so many issues with ladders. If you do that, you don't even know that it's there. You're like, okay, this is thick enough to have something underneath, but nobody's going to go underneath every single trapdoor. So this is a little area where I can put restocking stuff, and I can sleep, because it's taken me quite a while to build this, especially since the second time I was going after the picture. So I was like, okay, I'm going to build it a little bit and then not go off of the picture, which every time I do that, I end up always, like, 100% going off the picture. One of these days I'll actually listen to myself. This is going to be the Weary Wanderer, and I might make more, like, little teeny tiny ones. I might add more to that, because that sticks out a lot. I'm not sure. That was supposed to be the rudder, and then it got a little out of control. This last part I probably don't need as much. And there's things that I want to change about this, but I'm not going to right now. I kind of want to add wings sometime, but I don't want to take it too far. I am going to, where this dirt scaffolding is, I am going to take some oak slabs, because oak is the floor, and curve it around to here. I couldn't really find a good place to put it, because putting it there is sort of like right up front. I didn't want to put it like, above the birch trees or anything. I didn't want to put it above the water because somebody might have wanted to make a boat or something. And here seemed too central. I wanted it off to the side a little bit. I suppose it would have made more sense if I had turned it. But I feel like this makes sense, and I kind of like it. I feel like it would be cool to make a land bridge over here. Like, go up a little bit, and then down, and then up to that hill, or something. Honestly, I don't really know. I don't think anybody really knows, like, plans or ideas or anything. I keep messaging everyone being like, hey, what if we did this? Hey, does anybody have plans for this? And they're all like, I don't know. I didn't get that far yet. So, I don't know. I've just had a lot of free time recently. I'm just going to show you guys how short this pathway is, and then I'm going to finish everything up for you guys. And you can see the Weary Wanderer in its full and final form. I just really wanted to show off this nether path because I really want to be able to show the transformation. You guys probably know by now, I absolutely love seeing the transformations of, like, just this 2x1 nether brick path with enough of a hole at the end for another portal to, like, an awesome path. I'm trying not to look at that Enderman. I need to build something here too, but I don't know what yet. So that is the whole path. Nothing was clipped or sped up. That's exactly how it is. It's really short because it's not a horribly far distance. I think it's 800 to 1,000 blocks in that direction. But it's sort of a pain with all the trees and stuff. So I'm going to get to work resource gathering. You guys have probably already seen that, but it looks so cool looming out there in the distance. I'm noticing that you can see that one block of dirt from here that I used because I wanted the entrance to be 2 tall and not 3. You can see that right there. This thing is almost completed. I think I have more smooth stone that I can use to finish that up with, but I have not done that yet because I was getting all of these other ideas. I think once this is done and stocked a bit, I will go and work more on my base. Do some research into iron farms and stuff. The thing that I'm planning on selling first is shroom lights, but I think it's just going to be a hodgepodge of barrels, some of them having item frames on there for more regular items and whatever, with a price on them, but some of them unlabeled so people just sort of go through and see what's there. I don't know what I'm going to keep stocked. I don't even know what I'm going to put in there. I do want to have, like, a small selection of, like, different types of trees and stuff, things that you can't get no matter where you are. So, like, nether biome stuff, overworld biome stuff. I don't know.